All right, Shalom. All praise and glory, none be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, the leaders of the nation of Israel in today's time. Salutation to the Most High's men and the few sisters out there who love the Most High wholeheartedly and worship Him and serve Him through His prophets whom He has set up upon planet Earth. Now, this video right here is an impromptu sit-down video. I had got the opportunity to finish up on the Brothers in Dallas live show that they did on yesterday. And this particular topic had caught my attention, especially here at the 1 hour, 38 minute marker. And then shortly after that, the actual brother had ended up sending me a Bible verse. So I added to my arsenal to go into this particular topic, man. Now I don't have an actual title for it at the particular moment, but without further ado, I'm gonna get into it.
And when you see those men, the top men, you're gonna reverence those men. You're gonna worship them to something. When you see one average,
hey, because when you see the top men up in the kingdom of heaven, right, the 144,000, the Most High's elect, the brother had made a point. He said, "You're gonna reverence those men. It's not gonna be something just little plain Jane. Oh, hey, there go Thomas walking by." This, that, and the third. That's not going to happen, man. Right? Now, what does the word reverence mean? We got the online etymology dictionary here. Late 14th century, to treat with respect, to honor, to venerate, to pay pious homage, to esteem, value, to bow to someone, do honor to, from reverence, right? And this is not to beat the so-called dead horse going into whom the men of the Most High have set up, but this is just for further edification, just going into the opposition, because there's two sides to this whole ordeal. You have the men that the Most High set up, who are hated amongst the men whom the Most High did not set up. But you have to have spiritual eyes to be able to decipher and distinguish between the two. So that's what the edification comes into play here, right? Because the word reference says to respect, honor, venerate, pay pious homage, to esteem, value, bow to someone. Now, when you go into bowing down to someone, what does that actually mean? To obey someone completely. He expects me to bow down to him, but I won't do it. And that's you guys right here. You won't do it, man. Because your mind frame tells you that you only serve Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You only serve the Most High and His Son. But how can you serve the Most High and His Son whom ye have not seen, when you cannot reverence the men whom ye do see? Right? Those two don't add up, man. They don't add up at all. I got right here the book of Sirach. That's the scripture that the brother had sent me, the brother Yashawamba. The book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 7. Get thyself the love of the congregation, and bow thy head to a great man. Bowing thy head to a great man goes into the whole word that's rattled a lot of feathers, uproot a lot of plants. Worship, man. That's what it goes into. Get thyself the love of the congregation. And how do we do that? By continuing in the things that the Most High has commanded us, right? And bow thy head to great men. And who are the great men upon planet Earth today? Only the men who have that same mind, going after Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, teaching us the precepts, teaching us the true doctrine, teaching us the breakdowns of the Bible, teaching us how to conduct ourselves as men. Because what we see on YouTube today is not the example that the apostles have given us. What we see on YouTube today is actual self-willed, hard-headed individuals who's taken upon themselves to bring forth a new doctrine. All right?
everyday Israelites walk by the 144, ain't gonna be no, it's gonna be respect amongst our people, man.
It's gonna be respect amongst our people, man. And we're starting that here on this side, man. We're practicing and rehearsing that here on this side. Now, you hard-headed, stubborn Negroes out there who have a problem with that,
we're gonna say, man, he is responsible for this. Him, through his spirit, the Lord said the kingdom of heaven is in you, the believers. You're the temple of God, man. That's important, man. So if I'm...
Hey, that's important. I got my next scripture. John chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. These things I command you, that ye love one another. And that's the problem that you guys have with us, man. That unity, that bond. Because if you're not a part of this thing, you hate to see this thing, man. When you see someone smiling and having fun, the inward man is like, oh, what he laughing for? What he got to be so happy about? Because that's that envy and that strife and that jealousy within you, man. But you don't realize it. Next verse. John chapter 13, verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. Now, there's a particular group upon planet Earth right now who have love toward one another, man. And there's a particular group upon planet Earth that hates to see that love and that unity of those men. You decide. Decipher between the two. All right. John chapter 13, verse 4. He, Yahushua, riseth from supper and laid aside his garments and took a towel and girded himself. After that he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel wherewith he was girded. All right. So Yahushua brought himself down to a level as the men that were under him, man. And these same people that you deem tyrants and hoard authority and rulership over guys and put guys in bondage and slavery, those things in which are the elder apostles, which do not do that at all. Yahushua brought himself down to a level to where he wiped the disciples' feet. You would call him a man pleaser, man. You would say that he was not who he was, and he was serving these guys because they were able to do miracles or because they had a great following. Same guys. Next scripture. I'm going to get Mark chapter 9, verse 38. And John answered him, saying, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and he followeth not us. And we forbade him because he followeth not us. Now, before a lot of you guys verbally and vocally started coming against the elder apostles, coming against Great Millstone, coming against this truth, ultimately, this was the scripture that we had in mind, man. Right? Continue. But Yahushua said, forbid him not, for there is no man which shall do a miracle in my name that can lightly speak evil of me. We all try to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. We didn't ultimately just curse you out. We didn't come against you and try to denounce you. This is why. For he that is not against us is on our part. But you guys have made yourselves enemies to the truth. You guys have made yourselves enemies to us, because you have made yourself an enemy to the Most High. The scripture talk about, therefore, no wise speak against the truth, and that's all you guys do. There's no more about doctrine. There's no more about us being in captivity. It's no more about Esau being the devil upon planet Earth, the so-called white man. It's all about rescuing people from a cult, saving these little ones. And to this very day, I'm a little one. So how are you going to extend your hand out to me? I believe this thing, man. I'm still a little one. The guys that are in this truth are still little ones, man. You take that little one title and put it upon babes in the truth, man. The little ones are the ones that follow after Yahushua, man. For he that is not against us is on our part. We always try to give you the benefit of the doubt, man. But now, you guys are through. John chapter 17, verse 11. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee, Holy Father. Keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. You guys hate that unity, man. You guys hate that. You peeking in through the window, man. You old peeping Toms, man, trying to come in some other way. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. All right. So the Lord, he kept them at that time, and he's keeping them at this time, that they should not be plucked out of his hand, man. Because those that the Most High gave, the Most High sealed. This is the book, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 24, starting at verse 4. And the men of David said unto him, Behold, the day which the Lord said unto thee, Behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand, that thou mayest do to him as it seemed good unto thee. Then David arose and cut off the skirt of Saul's robe privily. Now this is during the time where David had the opportunity to kill Saul, because Saul sought his life daily. And it came to pass afterward that David's heart smote him, because he had cut off Saul's skirt. So David felt bad about cutting off Saul's skirt, just as an example to show him, look, I could have killed you. I could have killed you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why did thou continuously seek my life? And he was remorseful over that. He didn't even like to do that, and he did no harm to the man. You guys are slandering. You guys are lying. You guys are backbiting. You guys are being just downright hateful, man. Calling guys out their names, you know. And we're not talking about just coons on the street. We're talking about righteous men. Righteous men whom you no longer esteem worthy. All right. Verse 6. And he said unto his men, the Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master. So David called Saul his master, right? Now Saul was set up as a king, right? But he still reverenced him, right? He still worshiped him to a certain degree. Man worshiped me. The Lord's anointed, to stretch forth mine hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of the Lord. He is the anointed of the Lord. So there are men upon planet Earth, right, who we know for surely that the Most High are dealing with. Is it me? Is it you? Is it another man? The Spirit bear witness with all those things, man. But when you're not of that body and not of that mind, you can't comprehend those things. You see what you want to see and you hear what you want to hear. Verse 7. So David stayed his servants with these words and suffered them not to rise against Saul, but rose up out of the cave and went on his way. 1 Samuel chapter 26 verse 9. And David said to Abishai, destroy him not, for who can stretch forth his hand against the Lord's anointed and be guiltless? Who can stretch forth his hand against the Lord's anointed and be guiltless? And the scripture talk about how every word, every idle word of man shall be held against him in the time of judgment. So who can stretch forth his word against the Lord's anointed as well and be guiltless, man? If you're going to be judged for your actions, whether it be good or evil, you're going to be judged by your sayings, man, whether it be righteous sayings or wicked sayings. So who can stretch forth his hand against the Lord's anointed and be guiltless? No one. Because the Most High will require judgment. He will require payback at the cost of your blood. Now here's the kicker, right? Now this is what it really boils down to. The reason you guys are so angry, the reason you guys are so upset. John chapter 10, verse 26. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And with that, shalom.